Hey guys, it's your boy Waltz here, and I'm going to show you how to draw the prism. You can see height 1.5, width 1.5, depth 1.5. It's basically half a cube sliced across diagonally. The width lines are easy to draw. The height line is easy to draw. This angled slope here, not so much. You're going to come across this a lot, and I'm going to show you how to deal with it. So we'll hop into Sketchbook, bring our UI back, import our background image, and we're ready to start. Now, this layer thing over here, you probably saw in my previous video, there's like a glitch. It's not a glitch, it's operator error. What you have to do if you want to move these around is you have to long click on them, or long press, or long touch. So I'm going to click on the blank layer and hold it, and you'll see the hand icon appears, and then I can move it. If you click really fast and try to move it, it'll just bring up a menu. I do want to lock the graph paper layer, make sure that the blank layer is on top. And then I'm going to zoom in here quite a bit, make sure I got 0 degrees angle, and I'm going to start drawing. So I'm going to use my pencil with my favorite settings, width of about 5 and opacity 100. I'm going to turn off the UI, and I'm just going to start down here lower left. This is going to be the bottom left corner of the prism. I'm going to count up 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. I'm going to count to the right 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then I can connect the dots. Yay. And I'm making my wonderful sketch here. Okay, cool. So now I've got the front face, I've got the left side of it and the bottom of it. I need the diagonal. Now, if you are feeling skilled today, I'm going to turn UI back on. If you're feeling skilled, you can try to freehand this and connect the dots here. That didn't come out too bad. If you want to use a ruler or any other straight edge, that's fine. To do that in Sketchbook, you just tap the ruler tool, top center. There's 3 things in here. There's a straight ruler, a curved ruler, which we'll use later, and an ellipse, which we'll also use later. I'm going to use a straight ruler. You can see it shows up on the screen. If you just tap it and drag it, you can move it around with 1 finger. If you put 2 fingers on it, then you can actually rotate it. So what I'm going to do is rotate it and move it so that it is right on the endpoints of my 2 lines here that I'm trying to connect. I'm almost there. It's a little awkward. It pivots around where you put your 2 fingers. So if you're having trouble with it, that's one thing you can do. Put one end where you want it. Put your 2 fingers on that point you don't want to move, and then rotate it. So that's looking pretty good now. And then all I got to do is start at the top and just bring my stylus or finger or mouse down like that. Cool. That's good. I'm going to turn the ruler off. You just tap the ruler tool on the top. Now I got to draw my depth lines. I'm zoomed in a little too much here. I'm going to zoom out. So I'll go to the top, and I need to move up 6 units. So I'm going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, I just barely made it. Let's move. Oops. Let's move things down a little bit. That's better. Okay. And then down here on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it's connect the dots time. And then we have one last slope to do. You can just turn the ruler back on, drag it over so it's in position, and draw your slope. So that's how you handle slopes. Basically, you use the horizontal the width and height lines and depth lines to figure out where the two endpoints of the slope are, and then you connect them with a ruler or a hand-drawn straight line. So this is looking good now. We got two more things to do. We need to shade it, and we need to put dimensions on it. So the shading, there's only two faces visible. There's a sloping face and a front face. The sloping face, just to make our life easier, let's assume that the sun is hitting the sloping face and we don't have to shade it, which means that the only face we have to shade is the front face. So that'll make our life easier. So I'm going to go over here, set this to about 50%. You can use a bigger pencil if you want. I have a funky stylus, so that lets me do some cool shading stuff. So I'm just going to use that. It makes my tool a little bigger there when I'm shading. Just shade that in. Try to do it evenly. If you're like me and you don't quite get it even and you want to fix it up, you can grab your smudge tool. I feel like it actually came out pretty good, so I'm going to skip the smudge tool this time. Last thing to do is put dimensions on. So I'm going to go back to 100% opacity on my pencil, size 5. And I'm just going to put some dimensions in here. There's the, this is going to be for the height. So draw a little straight line and then an arrowhead, then your number, straight line, arrowhead. I'm going to put the width in. Let me move things up a little bit. .5. And then I'm going to put a depth here on the front. I did it a little bit different in the assignment example, but this is just fine. So now we have dimensioned and shaded isometric, and you're ready to go on to the cylinder. Great job.